Yes, welcome everyone. How gozaimasu? Yes, another video here from the Tokyo Real Estate Man. And today we're going to look at, I guess, some affordable, or you could almost say in Setagaya, bargain, the cheap stuff that's available in Setagaya. And for all you Tokyo heads out there, I'm sure you're familiar with Setagaya, which is technically speaking, I think he's the largest by area or menseki, the Ichiban Okino Ward. And it's to the, it just borders, it's on the, I guess on the which would be considered in Japanese like the east side. It borders uh, Shinjuku almost. It almost comes up to, and then it would come up to Meguro. Doesn't really approach Shibuya too much. It might at one point approach Shibuya near Shinjuku as well, because it's a really big ward. And then in it all the way goes all the way back to Kawasaki on the other side of it. So it's a really big ward. And I hear on the Instagram here, and this is kind of the golden guy of Sangenjaya. If you've ever been there, you see there in the top there, the top right there, is the Carrot Tower, and this is the sort of golden guy Izakaya Street. There's a couple of them there in Sangenjaya, which in some ways is the capital. You could say the capital of Setagaya, and it's a great area. And if you know like the Sangenjaya real estate man, maybe you know Anton, and he's sort of really based his sort of real estate little thing he's got going, or empire you could call it, out of Songenjaya. And you see lots of pictures here, and it is a it's a great ward, very big ward, as I said, and lots of detached housing in Setagaya. It's always a really active market with lots of product that's always moving. Oh wow. What do we always like pretty girls on this channel and ramen? There, there you go. That looks like a really good. I look at, oh, I love it. Oh, I would love to have that sort of hanjuku, like a soft boiled egg right now. That would be awesome right now. Anyhow, we'll cut to the chase here, and I will not forget to share my tab. And what I've done here today for the purposes of this video is I think I've set the price limit at 3,500 mon as being the maximum, or the maximum price. So this is really uh, the bargain sort of stuff available. This one right here, it says Setagaya right here, and near what's known as Futako Tamagawa, but it also has a nickname which is Nico Tamagawa, and this is a two-floor, one LDK, and you can see it's been put on people's favorites, and 126 people put it on their favorites. We're going to go through all of these, and then we'll look at some of them fairly quickly as we go through it, and we'll try to on one of them try to do like a financial simulation, because there was a gentleman on one of the videos I had asked a little bit about financing. Here's another one, a little less popular right there, but interesting. 43 people still like it. Again, they're near Niko Tamagawa Station. Or what's near the Yoga or the Denitoshi line? Two major lines basically in Setagaya that you'll know about. It would be the Denitoshi line to the sort of south end of it, and the Odakyu line, which comes down the middle. So, an Odakyu line work and connect well with Shinjuku, and the Denitoshi line works and connects well with Shibuya and Central Tokyo, because the Denitoshi line from Shibuya turns into the Hanzomon line. Okay, this is the price is moving up here quickly on this one. 28 people still like it, and this one is near Yukigaya. This is called Yukigaya Otsuka Eki, okay, which is near Jiugaoka. Very nice. Very nice location, Jiugaoka. So all these sort of things we're looking at here today are very unlike Akias. I know they're a little bit more expensive than the Akias you'd see in the countryside, but any of this stuff, this is in Ohara. This is an old house in Ohara. This is right near Shibuya and Shinjuku. The placement of this one is a very good, very, very good, but only 12 people like it, because I looked at this listing. Oh my God, it's bad. It's just old, needs to be. It's basically this is the price of the dirt. If we come here to the picture, this one here, 55 people like it, 3,000 mon, and it's a pretty nice place. I looked at it right here, but the portion of land is only 34 meters. But at the same time, this is apartment price in Tokyo right now. So this is a 4DK. This is a nice price. And oh, I always never know how to say this. This is on the Odakyu line. I'm going to say it all wrong. For this is Funebashi. I was going to say Chi Chine or Chise Funabashi. I forget exactly, but I know where it is on the Odaku line. This one, 66 people like it. And yeah, this is in Kitazawa or Kami Kitazawa. Kitazawa, Yonoshimo Kitazawa. That's one of the other capitals I actually forgot in Setagaya. And Shimo Kitazawa is really well placed because the KO line and the Odakyu line both meet at Shimo Kitazawa. So it's a really popular. And then from there, you can go the KO line, go to Shibuya, and the Odakyu line, of course, go to Shonan in the south, and of course Shinjuku to the other end in the north. So yeah, really well. This house is really well placed, and you'll see 66 Freemason 666. Okay, and they like it. There's another one. Yeah, so like see all these listings we look at, they're really popular, and that's what you get when you're going into these popular areas. Now I've been talking about in the video, the closer you want to get to the middle is where you want to get because that's where most of the action and most of the redevelopment happens, and that's where the price. Okay, the averages that we're looking at are very smashed down because we're looking at averages on the Tokyo pricing over 23 wards or entire Tokyo. But like uh, this stuff is you see the center and the stuff in the center is too expensive for people to pick up now. Another thing of it, why I don't sell my stuff in the stuff, my units in the middle in the center right now is because there's it's just going up and up and up every month. I could probably wake up and my valuations just go up every month. So but this is affordable and in a very, very liquid markets. Look at people are look 20 out of these people have decided to save this listing. Okay. Granted, there will only one person like this one. This might be a counter trend move. Okay. Anyhow, this is what kind of what we're looking at right here. 15 people like this one. Looks like there's a garage there. I like that already. But again, only 43, only 27 meters of land on that one there. Anyhow, I'm going to cut over. This one looks to be pretty popular though. And what's its placement? Oh yeah, this is on the Odaku line. Okay. So this is kind of what we're going to look at. We're going to look at 3 or 4 listings here. This one, only 6 people like it. And this is in Komazawa Daigaku. This is on the Denetoshi line. Very well placed. This is a very good location. But maybe 6 people only like it because maybe there's no parking. And the people who live on this line, they have a car. They need parking. So uh, it's really interesting for me to look at all this stuff. Anyway, we'll cut here to the first listing. I will not forget to share the tab. First listing is here for Easton Hapyakuman or 1,800 mon, and I'll go to the beginning of it. It was a small, basically, it's a small two-story house, and it looks really clean. I like it. Everything's just like new and been redone. It said that there was some sort of it said like construction or architects had done it, but this is just a I'm sure they're using the word architects, but it's just pretty standard design you'd see in a house now in Japan, and everything here is just standard. There you'll see it like a standard sink, standard toilet, standard place for your washing machine. Um, yeah, this totally all standard. There's a unit bath right here. This might be like indicating though that there's a dryer in this place here. You see this right here? This is a drying system right here for drying your clothes and stuff like that. But you can easily stick it outside too as well, and you don't have to waste your energy bill. And the sunlight in, for example, in Japan in the wintertime is so good. Anyway, you see, you could just put it out there as well. So, that's kind of a waste of energy, but that is sort of attractive to people, like on a rainy day to have that sort of drying system inside the house. Anyhow, just a standard house, nothing big. There's no parking on it. Okay, but yeah, it's priced really well. We'll look at the details quickly, and I want to look at a few listings, so I'll try to be sort of expedient here on the on. You can see again, it's near 23 minutes away from Nikko Tamagawa Station, so there's no parking, but there is some sort of distance from the station. But yeah, there's going to be all kinds of grocery stores in this area. Setagaya is unbelievably well placed for all kinds of services. Everything in the house, of course, is working. All the services are working here in the house, no question at all. They're mentioning all the updates here inside the house, by the way. And this is it talks about like rental yield. It's not rented. This house is actually presently empty, but they're saying that if you did buy it, you could expect okay a rental yield of perhaps about 14 month a month, which is pretty good. So yeah, there you go. Anyway, that's it right there. uh 31 meters of land, 38 meters of internal space in the building. Not huge. Basically a 500 square meter house. Yeah, but you're not going to have any management fees. You're not going to have any repair fees or anything like that. And you're going to be a house owner in Tokyo. And you can see this right there, Akia, which means it's an empty house. It's not rented. Anyway, we'll look at quickly at the location right here of it right here. And you can see, uh, you hear Setagaya. Setagaya goes up here to the north. Okay. And I better place the map in a better position. Here, where my mouse would be, is basically Shinjuku. And over here is sort of Meguro and Shibuya. You can see that Naka. That's likely Naka Meguro showing. Yeah, it is. Okay. So this is almost in Kawasaki. I should tell you, though, that this park, this river park along this river right here, is a very beautiful park for walking and what have you. And so it's really well placed in some ways. To this river. So I used to live down here in the 1980s, down here in the sort of Yukigaya Otsuka area down here, and this you actually could walk down and walk all the way back. It's a beautiful place. Yeah, the real estate valuations are less in this area, no question about it. Let's just hit the supermarket thing so you can see about how there's lots of supermarkets here. And this, by the way, is Yoga. That's the Denitoshi line. That's Nigo Tamagawa, either or, some distance away from the station. But don't forget, there's lots of buses here as well. And the Odakyu line is just here to the north, right there. That is the Odakyu line right there. So you know, okay. So you're learning all about the Setagaya and what have you. And then when you come out, I mentioned that earlier of earlier, like the KO line and Shimokitazawa. That's sort of in here, this area, and it we're see. So you're quite a distance out. This is quite a distance out, but again, it's a good price, and it offers you a lot of liquidity when you go into locations like this. Go here to the top. Okay, that was that one right there. Again, price of 1,800 a month. Come here to the second sample in the market. Here, I'll come here to the top, and I will not forget to share my tab. This one here is another cheaper selection, 1,980 man, Isen 980 man. And there's not many pictures in it at all, so you can imagine the inside must not be that nice. Just I can imagine just it's probably a little bit weathered. Looks to be built. Let's guess together. What do you think? 1983. Let's just guess. See if I'm right. We'll go down here to the bottom of the pictures and see if I'm right. Again, near Nikko Tamagawa Station or Futako Tamagawa Station. Very similar location, likely to the one we just looked at right here. Uh, Anything right here. You cannot rebuild on this one because it is a captured house. Saiken Dikinai. I wanted to make sure it is ownership though. 4DK, 44 meters of land, 56 meters of space. Let's see if I'm right. 1985. What did I say? 1983? I think that's pretty good. Tokyo real estate, man. Lived all my life in Tokyo. That's what you get. Show you can. There you go. It's yeah, this place is gonna move and it's I think it's at a fair price. It's at a fair price. There's going to be better samples in the market. Remember, when you go up market, if you can, you're going to buy. You're buying yourself more options as well. But maybe this is all the money you have, right? And then at least with something like this, you have some liquidity and U-turnability. When you get those other things away from the central market, and so I see you see this very similar location on this one, away from Tokyo, out in the countryside and stuff like that. Will you ever be able to sell it? Really? Really? Come on. At least when you're in Tokyo, you're going with the mainstream trend. Okay, listen. Excuse me, I ate my lunch just before this video today, and then I will not forget to share my tab while I'm on it. This was about $100,000 more, and this is the one, the terrible house that is right near Shinjuku, and this one is easily the best we've looked in this price band in terms of location. But look at this house, and I saw it, I found it on the Google Maps as well earlier, and it's just basically a disaster. Look at this right here. Like I don't even think there's a window there right now. So it basically needs to be rebuilt. Whether you have the power to rebuild it from the inside or not. But you know, I always mention Anton. Anton's first house was very similar to this one, and he rebuilt it. Okay, and the second one he got was very similar to this one, and he rebuilt it. So none of this is impossible. For as much as I sound negative on it. If I had a project like this right now, I would I would push my way through it, and I really would, and I've done it before. So anyhow, that's that one. Let's go here. Let's get rid of this picture here, and we'll go down to the details of the listing right here, and we'll see it. This is Daitabashi, Daitabashi Eki, okay, which is really you're getting into close Setagaya. Setagaya, such a big ward, okay, And you see that there? Sasazuka. That's right near Shinjuku. Sasazuka Eki. That's right near Shinjuku. Okay. Go through the through the listing right here. What's that one? Is there anything there to mention about Buchan? I should have read that before. I'm sorry. I'm trying to make this video expedient. So I built in 1967, 55 meters of land, 60 meters of internal space in the building, what's known as a 2 SDK. S is a storage and then dining room kitchen. So, yeah, you'll have to rebuild everything in the inside. You got to imagine this is just terrible. I mean, this is selling right now for land price. It is IKEA. We can come here to the look at the details in the of. Oh yeah, this is what I found. I found it on the maps actually. I went here, but you can already see, by the way, how the location is better because look, there's already like apartments. You see there's a 5-story apartment right there in that neighborhood. There's a 3-story apartment right beside it. There's a brand, but again, look at right beside it. This is a brand new $1 million house. So if you can rebuild this into something beautiful, you'll be sitting with $1 million house. This is a totally a house that you can take and flip. This is something you can work and flip with your effort. Look at this family, 2 bikes right there and a parking spot. Okay. Oh, is there a parking spot? That is a parking spot that you could put their K truck there, but right now they have their bikes there. Okay, but this has a parking spot. This house does not have parking. That's the one thing that's a minus for it. There's a parking lot that you can very likely get a contract in though, because there's 2 people already using it. But it could be like a just a daily spot. Anyhow, there you go. You said what's going on the street here? Let's see what's down there. And you can see there's like a busy street right there. What street is this right there? Isn't that amazing? I love it. Like we can do this on Google. Isn't that amazing? We can come here. Look at this sign right there. I think it says Ohara right there. It says I couldn't see what the sign said. I think that's basically going to Shinjuku right there. That's going to like see, that's I think that says like Kami Meguro probably Kami Meguro right there. Oh, my eyes are terrible, everyone. Okay, we'll try to go here to the map view of it though, and you can see where it is. Okay, this is where it is. So I wonder if that might be Inagashira Dori. Yeah, that's Inagashira Dori. No, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. This is going to like so basically, so this is this is Hatsudai and the Suzuka. This here right there, that's Shinjuku right there. So the placement of this one is absolutely amazing. So anything we looked at today, this is the most well placed house, and it's in technically. So I told you that Setagaya bumps up against Shinjuku where it gets close. This is where it bumps up, and then Shibuya Ward is right here as well. Okay, so the location of this is amazing, and this is going to be on the KO line, not the KO Inagashira line, but the KO line itself. And then the Odaku line is going to be cutting down here, going to cut down here and come over from there. Anyhow, it's really well placed. Once you put like all the supermarkets, there's going to be supermarkets everywhere in here. You see they're everywhere, like you would want for not. But the problem with this house is it just needs to totally be rebuilt, everything. It just basically needs effort. Okay, the last one. Let's see the last listing I have. This was a nice one too. I liked it as well. And this is for 2,980 man, or you say 2,980 man. Okay, we have to go to the original set of pictures right here. And then I like this one because it just looked nice and it was really clean. So you can see it's just a basic 2-story house. But go to these pictures, it looks really nice. I can even expand the size of these pictures. They look really nice. See, 2-story house right there. And I'm not sure if it's staged. I think it's probably staged, I guess, because there's no junk. Like we keep a very clean house, but we have junk showing, but I don't really see any junk here. So it might be staged. I'm not sure. Yeah, it looks pretty nice to me. I like it. Little line of tile and a little green on there. I love it. Love it. And you can see right there, why is Tokyo we have no housing crisis? Because we don't have any yards. And if you're living in North America, and I tell you guys, get rid of the yards and the sidewalks and the street parking, you'll always have housing crisis in place like Vancouver. I love this green tile. It looks to be a kitchen from the early. I'm guessing right here, Tokyo Real Estate Man. This house was built in 1997. Okay, I like it. Show me some. Oh, I love it. It's stainless steel with pink tile. I love it. There's nothing here that I like it. This might be my favorite that I'm looking at right now. I just don't know the location. I forget. So we'll look at it. This is cool. Uh, I don't really. Here I'm sitting on my bed when I do these videos and stuff like that. But I don't really like to sit in chairs. I don't really sit in chairs much anymore after 30 years in Tokyo. And Yeah, these are nice, like these sort of zabuton chairs. They're nice, and nice to sit on tatami as well. Yeah, if it is staged, I think they did a very nice job. So this is cool too. To the executive man's. I wonder if this is that what they call a virtual staging. I can't really tell. It might be like virtually staged too as well. I can't tell. You can tell right there though. It's on not what's known like these sort of like cul-de-sac streets, and this is not for everyone because your life is it's in some ways like living in an apartment building because your kind of life is on display to the people in the cul-de-sac, I guess, because you're captured in this sort of street. And it's really difficult to bring cars and stuff like this. So again, this is a house that operates much like, oh, it's the hot water system right there. Operates much like an apartment in some ways. But yeah, that's okay with me too. It's okay. That's okay too because the price is right. Anyhow, the real estate people are just telling the story. Everything is like convenient. Maybe if you don't know this, like company here, that's a drugstore, that's Family Mart. My Basket's like just a little tiny little supermarket. It's not the best supermarket, but it's a very convenient supermarket, and they target prices at things from 100 yen to 500 yen, so they're really neat. But the portion size is a little smaller. Anyhow, that's a place called My Basket, and they're all over Tokyo. We'll come down here to the information here in the listing, 2,981. You can practice your Japanese with me. Nisenkyu Hyakuhachijuman. It's on the Odaku line. I always get it wrong. Sakura Gaoka Ni Chome Setagaya Ku Sakura Gaoka. That's a good one to learn, Sakura. That's everywhere. There's kanji everywhere. By the way, I always talk about learning Japanese. Do you see much katakana there? You see some katakana there, loan simulation, stuff like that, or Jutaku loan. But there's not much of it there. Most people are in kanji, so you just got to jump over and learn your kanji. Okay. All the systems in the house here are working, everything like that. They're all totally referring to it right there. Uh, 37 meters of land, 47 meters of internal space. What year did I say? I'm wrong. Built in 1983. It's actually better maintained than I thought. So, pretty nice house in some ways. Shoyuken, which is ownership. It is presently vacant, which is Akia. That is the kanji, so you know, for sky. It's also the kanji for emptiness, so that's why it's called Akiya. And this is the kanji for house. And it's also the Chinese kanji, I think, for restaurant. I always see it used for restaurant in Chinese when I see the Chinese here in Vancouver. Anyhow, let's cut here to the last thing on the location right here. And you're basically dead smack in the middle of Odaku Setagaya, okay, which is pretty good. It's basically right. It is land. I would almost call this landlocked Setagaya. It's just right smack dab in the middle, and then. But you'll see there's going to be supermarkets all over the place, all over the place. Odaku line is very nice, very upscale line. All the lines here, the Danitoshi line here to the south and the Odaku line have very good demographics, really great schools. Convenience stores, watch, it's going to be everywhere. Watch, it's going to be totally everywhere. Okay. So you want for nothing right there. And Odaku has done a very nice job in improving their stations over the years. And then if you see there, you come up there, you can easily just go up there to Shimikitazawa and then transfer on the Keio Inagashira line if you want to go to Shibuya. Or you can go straight there to Shinjuku. This is a very well placed house right here at a decent price, no question about it. Okay, about that one other thing, we had that one other guy ask a little question about financing in Japan. Uh, you have to learn most of the financing stuff like that if you're in Japan. These are things that you have to learn. I have to give you some red pill. I can do a little video and teach you a little bit about this kind of thing, but generally speaking, these are the things you have to learn. Okay. And you have to get your Japanese level up to the part that you can walk into a bank or you can walk into real estate agencies and ask about this stuff. Okay. Because it's really the really advantage. So if you believe, for example, and the reason I say it right now, I believe that the inflation right now in Japan is probably around 9 or 10% for everyday things. Okay. They're going to tell you that it's around 2 or 3%. Okay. Okay. I think that's a fucking lie. There you go. Excuse my French. Okay. I could be exaggerating it myself. Okay. However, if you can come and get, if you can get financing, I always talk about it, like get 35 flat financing, which was right now, we looked at it the other day in the video, 1.86%, 35 years. That's flat financing. Okay. You can buy a house like this. Uh, this was a good selection. This house was a good selection. This wasn't the cheapest one. This one was is basically 3,000 month, and your monthly payment, okay, is going to be $1,000 a month. You cannot do anything like that in Vancouver. You can't even rent a closet for that in Vancouver right now. Okay. Now the savings portion of your loan every month, start from the first month, is going to be $700 a month, and your drag, as I always call it, your drag or your interest portion on the loan on the 35 flat is going to be $260 a month. Okay, we can do some other things to change the simulation here because they're not going to give you people a free house right now. I'm going to guess that you need 600 mon or ropyakuman. Okay, ropyakuman atama kin. This is the kanji for atama, your head. Okay, this is the kanji for kin. Kin. Okay, means kanji. It means money. It means gold. It means lots of things. Kane. You have to learn this. There's no lesson I can give you to improve your hustle. You got to have some hustle. If you come all this far to live in Tokyo and that, and you're working in the Japanese economy, you got to have the hustle to learn this Japanese and have that learn. Not like I love the cultural thing of Japan. I love the culture of Japan, everything like this. But I'm going to give you the red pill on this too. You need to learn your money kanjis. You need to learn how to speak and speak this kind of language and at least be able to write it or at least read it. Okay, so you can take advantage of programs like this. Anyhow, I hope I'm sharing my tab on this now that I'm pricing. I think I am good. Anyhow, with that, $60,000 down payment, you get yourself over 35 years a 7.7. Okay, not a month, not a cent monthly payment of owning this mortgage. You're guaranteed. You're guaranteed of you got liquidity when you're getting this house. Okay. But I'm sorry about that little red pill. I get a little lost on it, but like one the guy gave me a comment. He's like, "I want you to learn to teach me about this." But bullshit, man. You got to go and learn this yourself while you're there, and you got to put a little pressure on yourself to learn the right kind of Japanese that's going to help you get ahead. I'm sorry. Like I knew that. I liked Japan right from the get-go. I liked it right from the get-go, and I could tell I was doing really well there, and I wanted to stay there. And the reason I thought to learn the money kanji is because I wanted to stay there. So it's just gonna when you have a 35-year flat loan like this, okay, and you own your house in Setagaya in a very good location in Setagaya, right? You're doing yourself a favor. You're going to be able to calm your nerves down because you're not going to be under that much stress because no one's going to the man ain't going to fuck with you because you got a 35-year flat loan while the inflation rate is running at 8%. Even if you just hold on to the house, you've got a gap or a 6% take on it on a yearly level with that inflation. You think this inflation is going to end? The only way that any of these, okay, this corrupt central bank system that we have right now, the only way that all these countries can possibly get themselves out of their scam debt, I don't know why they like their scam debt, is through money printing. Okay, so then you at least have to get a hard asset, and you cannot buy the houses in the middle of nowhere, Japan, where the population is going down. I'm not saying that's a totally bad move if you can go counter trend and make it work. But if you're a person that can make it work and you're a person that needs to go and follow trend, at least get yourself a hard asset in a good neighborhood. Any of this stuff we looked at today is very, very good. Maybe this would be the one questionable one. This one that was here in Ohara, the very good location place. It's basically garbage. But a Japanese company will pick this up. Will pick this up and either rebuild it or put in a new Panasonic house in this one. This other one, the next one down the line, this one was like 200, like 2,000 mon. It was right basically in Kawasaki, Setagaya. Not really well placed, but a very good deal. This is a very clean house. This one was a very clean house in the same sort of neighborhood and near Nikko Tamagawa, which is a very, very popular place in Setagaya for people or Japanese families to live. However, in the most popular neighborhoods, in these sort of suburban neighborhoods of Tokyo, what do the Japanese people generally want? They want a parking spot, and these two places don't have a parking spot. So that's one of the problems when we're looking at the very bottom end of these sort of Setagaya market is that you're not getting the full liquidity. Okay, the full liquidity. Look, if I were to come up here and take off the price restrictions here on the stuff and move the prices up to different levels, you'll see that Setagaya is going to go into the millions. So, and there's a certain point where there's gonna when you go into the big millions right there, you're not going to have a real return on liquidity as well, because what happens is that sort of section in the marketplace is too high. But look here, I'll just go here. I'll just go here to, I don't even know what this one is. How much is this? This is okay right away. Okay, so here, just when you go up market, you see what this house is. Okay, it's a newer house, has parking spots. Okay, am I sharing my tab? Am I sharing my tab? Oh, I didn't share my tab. What I've done here, everyone, I've taken I've taken the search engine here at home. I put a minimum of 800 and a maximum of 1.5 million. Okay, and then you can see already, like, everything here. There's a place. This is just a similar house, but has a parking spot. Right, the location right here is really near Songenjaya. Really ultimate location, Wakabayashi, with parking. So that's like $1 million right now for just a simple house near there. Okay, here's a nice looking building right here. It might even be concrete. Okay, this is A20. This is what is this? Kaminoge Eki. This is Odaku line. Okay, this is also near Kamata, right there, Kamata. So this is near Kawasaki, or Kawasaki, excuse me, Kawasaki Setagaya. Here's another one here. Uh, you see what I mean? There's already in this listing here. Has parking. Looks the only 4 people like it. It's not a very nice looking listing right here. Look, 12 people like this one. Where is this one place? Wakabayashi again, Songenjaya. Again, you're getting where the location when you're getting in closer. That's where you're going to have the most liquidity. You're going to have the most future, like the most sort of like economic upside to it in terms of redevelopment or liquidity if you want to sell it in the future. Anyhow, it's fun to look at it. Like we were looking at the very bottom end of the market. This one here, there's another one here. This one here, Songenjaya. Look at like this ultimate location in Songenjaya, 3-story house with parking. Okay, that's going for Hasen man. So the stuff that we looked at today in Setagaya is really cheap. And look, there's lots of supply here at this like 800,000 level. Anyhow, another video here from the Tokyo real estate man. I guess I should end up here on the Instagram as I always do. I'll push the home button and there might always be a girl coming up. You never know. No, no, what's happening? Cheap houses Japan. What do you have here? This is in Shimane. Okay, so this pretty looks pretty good. Let's look at the listing right here, right now. But $75,000, basically $100,000. Pretty nice, right? Look pretty nice. Looks like a nice house, but yeah. Yeah, it's a cheap house, man. Are you gonna have any liquidity on it, or are you gonna be stuck with this house? I'm not saying it's not nice. It's not a bad move to have like second home. Okay, but yeah, I wouldn't go counter trend. I wouldn't. Why are you going outside of like Tokyo? Like, just get a place in Tokyo. You know, you can get these places in Setagaya where you're gonna have liquidity. I like it actually. I might be taking back my words. Anyhow, another video here from the Tokyo real estate man. You can always come here to. Oh, there's my son. My son had a basketball game last night, and I went to the game. Was really excited. I guess I pushed on my stories here. But if you come to, you can always come here to my Instagram, the Tokyo Real Estate Man website. Or failing that, you can always come here to my webpage, Tokyo Real Estate Man website. Contact me here. I'm not convinced this mail is working, so I've stuck my email up there. You can just give me an email the old-fashioned way. And that's the way I like it. I'm old, and that's the old-fashioned way. BJMcCullough at yahoo.com. Young people don't even use Yahoo, as I always like to say. Anyway, another video here from the Tokyo Real Estate Man. いつもこのチャンネルの応援する、このチャンネルの動画見てるとか、プラスマークとマイナスマーク、プラスコメント、マイナスコメントでもよろしくね。いつもありがとう。この動画で、ここでもう終わりです。ありがとうございます。